Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Nick. This video we're gonna be installing these 3D printed parts, the grommets that I made in the last video, into the B5. I'm gonna work on replacing my wideband O2 sensor because I had the car idling like a couple days ago and the readings were very sporadic on the gauge, which it shouldn't be because the idle was very stable and there wasn't any misfires or anything. So I think the sensor is going out because it was like reading full 20 AFR and then it would go super rich, then it would just bounce back and forth and wasn't reading properly. So I got a new one ordered. I think we're gonna get that installed and calibrated, then go from there. Let's get to it. Alright, let's replace the O2 sensor. On mine, it's in the most beautiful spot ever that I gotta get it out. So let's work on that. I'm gonna disconnect the sensor before I forget it. It's the old one. I think it's worth a shot trying to recalibrate this one to see if that was the issue with it. Just plug it back in with it out in the open and see if we can recalibrate it that way. So I think the sensor's pretty shot because I tried calibrating it with it out like this, but this should be getting hot and it's not. So I think there's some issue with it. Maybe it's shorted internally or something because the gauge itself is just blinking non-stop, which it should take like up to 30 seconds then start working, but it's been cycling for like 4 minutes now. So I was gonna go ahead and replace this and try calibrating the new sensor. This is a new Bosch, I think it's a 4.9. Just take this off. There's some anti-seize on there. Let's put that somewhere so it doesn't start a fire or something. Connect it up. Now I'll go cycle the key and see if the sensor will heat up that way. So I cycled the key, immediately started working because my wideband sensor or my wideband gauge flashed for like 15 seconds and then it started working. So I'll go ahead and push that button on the box itself for 5 seconds. And let it do its calibration. Now it's flashing a little bit. And it's set. Now we can go ahead and install it into the downpipe. Let's turn the key off. You can go install it. Yep, definitely got a little warm. Alright, it's pretty much installed in there. Alright, now that that's installed, we can go tidy up the ECU box. Alright guys, welcome back. It's been a while since I filmed or posted anything. I got the drive-by-wire stuff somewhat sorted out. I took the car for a drive Sunday. Forgot what date. The 31st. Um, I'm having an issue, which you've probably seen in the video. The car is like hesitating a lot when I go to give it gas, and I think I know why. Um, Whenever I like press the pedal, it like has a delay, when it actually messes with the throttle body and like opens it. I think that issue is due to the TPS sensor on the pedal. It has a little adjustment that you can rotate it, and I think what's happening is it's not adjusted properly, where I have to press the pedal like maybe half an inch in until it starts reading TPS. So there's a lot of like dead space in between that area. Like it's not reading any TPS movement or anything. So I think that's why there's the hesitance in the car like revving. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull the pedal out and try adjusting that, and we can look at the ECU to see if the adjustment is doing anything, and we'll have to recalibrate the TPS values in the ECU, and hopefully that fixes the dead area in the pedal, because it's kind of annoying trying to drive it and like it's not responsive. The test drive went well. I took a while to dial anything in because the O2 sensor for my wideband took a shit, and I had to order a new one. And I got that installed, so now I can actually see what the air fuel ratio is and tune it that way. Nothing else has changed in the car. I just didn't have much time because I'm in between like moving and stuff. So well, let's get the pedal out and try adjusting it and see if we can get anything to work properly from there. Alright guys, I haven't changed anything yet, but you can see I'm gonna mess with the pedal and you'll see how much play it has before it starts doing anything. So it has a decent amount of play in it. It's kind of hard to convey how much. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there. Yeah, maybe not a whole half an inch, but it's kind of what it feels like when you're actually pressing on the pedal. So there's these screws, you can loosen them and you're able to rotate the whole housing left and right. So try that and see. Okay, got a Phillips screwdriver. There's 5 screws in total. I don't know if you have to loosen this one. I took mine apart when I was testing it and I forgot to put some screws in, but 2's fine. It's just holding the plastic in place. So let's loosen these. You see mine is set with it rotated all the way to the right. Now you can rotate it that way for adjusting the dead space. So I'm gonna put mine all the way to the right, or left, I guess. Let's tighten it. Okay, let's key on and we'll see what the TPS value changes to. It's at 42 or 4.2 volts. You can see it changed immediately to 4.040 volts, and it shows the pedals being pressed, but we're not messing with it yet. So now if I rotate it a little bit, there isn't any kind of dead play in it. So now we can go recalibrate the TPS. So 0% is 4.040. And push it all the way. 0.370. Yep. Now it updated the percentages properly. So it doesn't, so if I barely touch it, it actually responds now. So that's good. Like minor movements, it actually does something. Thing that fixed the hesitation issue. So I'll go and reinstall this and move on to something else. If you guys remember in my last video, we designed this little plug for the where the throttle cable came from. This one was the first design, and it was like really stiff when it was like cool down and everything. Just difficult to install. And I wasn't expecting the first design to fit anyway, but I made some revisions to it. I hollowed out the center so it's a little more flexible, like compared to the other one. Just easier to install it that way. I did some changes to the little wings on them. I don't know if you noticed, it's not as harsh. So it still hugs the firewall pretty nicely, but should be easier to install. So let's put this in there. There. It's not gonna fall out or anything. So that's good. For the one back there, the measurements I took were not even close to what that hole size is. I don't know why the cable was way smaller, I guess, and somehow it still fit in there. When I tried putting the one I made in, it just wouldn't even fit. Like it wouldn't like hold itself in, it just falls out. So I haven't gotten the chance to redesign it or anything, or take actual measurements of it to redesign it, so we'll just leave that one for now. Um, this one is trash. It's not really good. It's not, you can't really bend it easily to install. So if you guys want one of those, I'll just leave a comment and we can work something out and I can send you one. I'll probably sell them or something. I don't know if anyone wants them. The pedal is reinstalled, so that should be fine. The car is running pretty good. On the test drive I took, everything works fine. Turbo's okay. Haven't had any like misfires or anything. I did film a little section of me replacing the O2 sensor down there. Might include it in this video. Oh, we'll see. But so far everything looks good. Yeah, I think that'll be the end to this video. Nothing fancy. I might throw a clip in there of starting the car and testing the throttle response to see if it's any better, if there's the hesitance or anything still there. I think the adjusting that potentiometer really helped, and that was my issue. So we'll hop back in the car and start it and see how it idles and give it a rev or two.